Ladies and gentlemen, those between and those far out, newcomers and longtime viewers alike, welcome back to the Idaho Esports Twitch channel. My name is Kaz Phoenix. I'm your host for the Vandal pre-show, and it's a pleasure to be here today. I apologize. I have been absent for the past couple interviews. I've been a little sick with the season change and the climate change and all that fun stuff. But I'm back. I'm in better condition, condition enough to speak with Darren Kearney, or Kearney?
Arnie.
Carney.
Yeah.
All righty. Director of IT Service Desk for the University of Idaho. It's a pleasure to have you here, Darren.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're excited.
Yeah.
It's nice that we get to talk to more people, not only from IT, but people who have also been involved with the esports program for a longer amount of time than most. So far, we've had Garrett Britton on the show, who is our Rocket League coach and works for video production as well. And we've also had Dan on the show. And now we get to have you, someone who has actually had more times to the foundation of the esports program, but we can talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. As for now, as I like to say on the interview, I'd like to pass the talking stick over to you, allow you to introduce yourself a little bit more formally, talk about what you do at the university, and anything else that you think our audience might like to know about you.
Yeah. I am the director of IT Service Desk here at the university. I've been at the university for a long time.
That is true.
I've been an employee for 25 years now.
23, 24, 25?
25. Yeah. I started in 2000. And I was a student before then, so a lot of time here at the university. So it's been kind of fun to see it change and grow and get to meet lots of students over those years. So,
yes. I mean, working in IT, I'm sure you talk to many different students and also admin, right? You deal with tech all across the board in certain instances. I noticed that there was a period that you worked for the College of Law. Is that in Boise?
No, it was College of Law here.
I see.
It's the Menard Law School building.
I see. Okay.
And I did that for about 2 years as a sysadmin there, working with faculty and doing lots of things. Again, and working with the students there. I worked for IT for a little while, worked there, and then went back to IT.
So you have a lot of experience in information technology.
Some days, some days not so much.
That's what it feels like with computer troubleshooting most of the time. I do some IT stuff for the lab as well, and let me tell you, some issues come up, and I don't know. Some days it feels like everything I know about computers is just completely lost. So maybe it exists at all skill levels of troubleshooting.
Absolutely, and and when you start your career, you tend to start at a certain range of technology, and it changes over time. So. The things I do now, I wouldn't have been able to do 20 years ago, and the things I did 20 years ago, I might have struggles with today. So it's kind of fun that way.
Just keeping up with those skills and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So you have been working with the University of Idaho, you said, for 25 years.
25 years, yeah.
You were also an alum of the University of Idaho.
Right.
Are you from the Palouse? Are you from Idaho?
No, I'm from a lot of places. I graduated
Were you a
high
base
school.
baby?
Sorry?
Were you a base baby?
No,
I
was not. I actually immigrated to the U.S. when I was 7.
Oh.
Lived in Idaho many years, but also lived in Alaska. In fact, I graduated high school in Alaska, but I also attended some high school in Idaho, so I kind of went back and forth those two areas.
I see.
Yeah.
So you stationed in Idaho for a little bit, coming to the university, and I believe you served in the military for a few years. Was it right after college?
It was right after high school.
I see. So was there a gap between going from high school to university while you were serving in the military?
Exactly. I joined right out of high school, and that's where I was able to afford to go to school. Was going through that program and worked out really well for me.
Well, that makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. And you spent those kind of first 4 years out of high school in the military. Kind of, were you like going to school at the same time, or were you deployed?
I did a little bit of schooling when I was there, but I was deployed. I spent a year in Korea, which was really interesting, and um, where I got into computer gaming. So, um,
That makes
and
sense.
and I spent some time in Cuba because there were some refugee crises were happening in the mid '90s, and I was involved with that.
Mm,
But in between that, I got to take a couple of courses to get ready for college.
that makes sense. And
Yeah.
then you finish your degree, and then sometime between some other tech jobs that you've had, great computing, I believe an establishment that existed somewhere long ago now.
Yeah.
And then you served for the Idaho National Guard for a little bit.
Yeah. I did 4 years National Guard while I was going to college.
Out of curiosity, why did you go the military route, like in the mix of that and doing
Mhm.
your higher education?
A lot of it comes from my background with my family. We have a very large family. I was the oldest, and I remember I actually signed up when I was 17
Oh.
because my mom at the time had reminded me in my senior year of high school that, hey, you've got a lot of brothers and sisters. There's not a lot of room, so you
Mm.
need to have a plan. And I didn't have a plan, so that was my immediate. Well, if I join the service, it gives me an idea to figure out what I want to do.
Some
Um,
time.
and I maybe wasn't the best student in high school, so it gave me an opportunity to take some courses and get myself to the point where I could transfer into the U of I. So,
Well, that's wonderful. And,
yeah.
and while you were here, I imagine that U of I is a very different campus than it was before. Uh, were there things that you liked about Moscow more than you liked about, I'm taking a wild guess, Anchorage or Fairbanks?
I actually came from a town called Petersburg. It's only
I
about
see.
3,000 people, southeast Alaska.
Uh-huh.
So it's on the archipelago there. Um, but the reason for coming to Moscow is actually my wife is from a place called Kuski, Idaho, which is about 70, 80 miles from here. And we had gotten married halfway through my deployment in the military. And so
Ah.
when she wanted to come back, she had been a U of I student for a couple of years. And she said, you should come back and go to school here. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. Really enjoyed the Moscow area. While I was in the military, I got to go to a lot of different places, lived in Texas, lived in Korea, lived in North Carolina.
Mm.
Uh, and then while I was in those places, I went to some other places, and I found I really missed the Pacific Northwest area. And so we came back here, really enjoyed Moscow. It's just a nice town. It's just the people are friendly, and just decided this would be a great place to stay and eventually raise family. And I've, I've never really uh, wanted to go anywhere else in the last 20 years, 25, 30 years now, actually. But yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, some people, or actually a lot of people, especially that we've had on the show, have
Yeah.
very much had very similar situations where it's like either they had family out in the Palouse or in Moscow, or they had a partner here and moved with their partner and just decided to stay. And it seems like for a lot of those people, Moscow has become their home, and it definitely seems like
Mhm.
it has been for you again. 25 years at the university on top of being an alum.
Yeah.
It's a long time to be a Vandal. What do you think has encouraged you to stay for so long, other than the city, like actually
Yeah.
about the school itself?
The school itself, it's the people. It's always the people. Anyone that stays anywhere, it's usually because of the folks they get to surround themselves with. Um, I've always enjoyed working with students. I ran at the time it was the help desk for a long time, and that meant almost everyone I was working with was a new student, and it's the energy that you get from that. They're excited to be here. They're figuring out their adult lives, and just always really, really that energizes me. So yeah.
That's good. Again, like we have a lot of people on the show that are in a very like student facing
Hmm.
positions and absolutely love working with the students. And again, as I said before, it encourages me. It's very reassuring to know that the people who are above me in the university actually like working with people like me and with the undergrads and stuff like that, and make sure that my other students
Yeah.
are just as well loved and taken care of. And that's kind of important in IT
Oh,
because you
absolutely.
deal with quite a myriad of situations for sure. Um, do you have like a kind of like crazy story from IT in terms of like
there's a lot of stories out there. I mean, even once I got out of the military, I worked for Staples. I ran my own business, which was called Crack Computing, which was
Ah.
we built computers around Moscow. Um, so there's always those traditional stories. I think my favorite one was working with someone who had just gotten a computer, and they were calling us because they were very upset because the computer wasn't working,
Mm.
and we talked them through that process. Well, have you make sure everything's plugged in? Everything's plugged in. Hit the power button. Do you hear any sounds? Was there any lights turning? Nothing was happening.
Mm.
It's like you just confirm it's plugged in. It's like, yeah, everything's plugged into the power strip. Is the power strip plugged in? Yeah, the power strip's plugged in. And there was this real kind of awkward pause. This is when everything was through the phone.
Ah.
And there was this awkward pause. He goes, "Oh, what is it?" He had plugged the power strip into itself. And it's and it's just moments where you realize that if this is something new to someone, and it doesn't matter what it is,
Of course, yeah.
they're excited and they're trying to do things, and their brain is just like, "Hey, it's a plug," and they just plug it in. And that one has always stuck with me because it was just sometimes it's simple things, and you just have to stop and walk through that process with people.
Yeah.
And usually you can find it, and then you can have a good laugh with them. Like, don't worry, we all make these kind of mistakes, right? Um, and they plugged it right into the wall. Everything turned on. They were happy. But yeah, that was a fun little story.
That's wonderful. I feel like a lot of the nicer people that I've met in IT are the people who kind of like enjoy those moments
Mhm.
instead of the people who go through them. It's like, wow, people are so stupid. And it's like, no, like some of these people are a lot more inexperienced with technology, especially I think in the time that you were starting in IT, where we're talking about like the 2000s, like really early internet
Yeah.
type stuff. It's just like a new field for a lot of people and people getting used to it.
It doesn't really matter what field you're in. Especially in the field I'm in, where I'm working with folks. Um, it's great because I get to put my expertise to make their day better. And those folks are doing the same thing for me because I'm not an expert in, this is my expertise. They
Right.
have their own, and they're doing things that are probably service to me. And so I just always try to keep that into account. It's not that I'm any better than anyone for any reason. It's the fact that this is the thing that I can do for that person and really be of service to them. So, yeah.
That was very wonderfully said. Now, throughout your 25 years at the U of I working in IT, maybe you've done a lot of significant things, but I'd argue one of your most significant events was helping the creation of the esports program that we have today. In its like very, very early
Hmm.
days, while I was still maybe in middle school or in high school or something like that. What how did the idea for the program begin, and what was the actual part that you had in helping it like become what it was?
Yeah, I think a lot of it came back for me anyway. I remember we used to do LAN parties when I was a college student.
Mm.
And even in IT, they would take labs back then, and you go see people setting them up and playing very old games now. But being able to take Quake and be able to play it across the lab machines because those games could run on pretty much anything, and just have like little mini LAN parties and those things. And so during even before COVID, we'd be kind of having. There's a few of us that would have discussions
1 minute
around
warning, gentlemen.
how do we bring in esports to the university because it was growing everywhere, and so there was a small group of us. I'm sure you know some of them that said, "Hey, let's just try and figure this out." And so we took a lab that was here on campus, and we tried to set it up, and it didn't quite work. But we found 5 or 6 students that were willing to put together a team, and this is about 2002, 2001, 2002, right after
Oh.
we were getting back from COVID. And we said, let's just show that this is something that's viable here. So the basement of the admin building, we set up a game, and I don't remember who we played. I know there's some recordings somewhere. And the students played, and they did the best they could do. We may not have done great on those games, but they showed that it was something viable. And so then we worked with the administration to put together some funding and find a location to at least start the program. And then for me, it's just been impressive seeing how far you guys have come with this. And I'm excited to see where it goes because it's really, really, for me, it's just exciting to see this.
Well, I think as someone who's been in Korea, seeing the evolution of esports in a more formal sense in America is pretty cool. But
Yeah.
Darren, thank you so much for joining me for the interview. We have a lot to thank you for helping create what we have today. You know, my entire social life at school. Um, it's a little tradition that we may have skipped out on a couple times, so I apologize to other guests, but we're making it up by offering you an honorary jersey, an honorary
Awesome.
member of our esports program,
This is
even
really
though
cool.
you are like literally one of our founding members. But Darren, we appreciate you being on the show. That is all the questions I have for you today. In the meantime, I'm going to pass it off to our casters, Leaf and Radical. Are going to get you started off on this Rocket League action for tonight. Tonight, our varsity team is going to be playing Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute all the way in Troy, New York. We play a lot of New York teams. I assume that the excitement is going to be no different for tonight. Stay in your seats, stay excited. And from the analyst corner, from Kaz and Darren, it's going to be a good night. And enjoy the games. V's up.
Hello, everybody. A bit of a communication error there, but welcome to ECAC Week 6 of Rocket League. It's gonna be a fun one. Vandals are gonna be taking on Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. I'll hand it over to Leaf for more of the match details.
So today, our varsity team is going to be going up against Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. And so far, we have won all of our games in the ECAC series. So we're 5-0, undefeated.
Yeah.
And Rensselaer is 3-2 right now. So they've won more games than they've lost, but they haven't had as clean of a record as we have yet. So we'll see how this game goes. Obviously, we're rooting for the Vandals. It seems like it's going to be a little more in favor. So that's going to happen. And then we also qualified for playoffs after winning 2 matches last week. We have won 5 games, so we are officially going for playoffs this year.
Yay! Yeah, it's always great knowing once you're going into the game, knowing that you already made playoffs. So this is
Yeah.
mainly just like practice and also just seeding for playoffs. But
Yeah.
it's got to be a good feeling the Vandals are feeling right now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like with this pressure off and with the fact they can already go into playoffs and they know they're going to continue, it's got to make for an easier game because, I mean, even if you are great live and playing in competitive games, like it's still got to be nerve-wracking.
True. And I was kind of looking at Rensselaer's record and their past matches, and one of their losses did come in the form of a forfeit. So they must have not been able to like due to like scheduling difficulty or just not able to play that week. So one of their wins or one of their losses is a forfeit. So they actually only have one real match loss. So they could be a bit stronger
True.
than what the record leads on. This could be a very good match.
True. I was looking at some of their players, and they are like Grand Champ 2, Grand Champ 1, so they're definitely up there, and this will be a challenge for the Vandals, but I mean, we're equally ranked, if not higher, so hopefully it's an entertaining series.
Yeah, and you guys are probably wondering, that's not the Rocket League team. That's the Fortnite team and Overwatch team right there. All 3 of our Rocket League players are playing from home today. They are all sick. So hey, good on them for like not coming to lab and spreading the illness. Even though it could affect maybe their like gaming environment. Oh, honestly, it could make them more locked in.
True.
I don't know. I probably play better if I'm in my room rather than in the lab here.
That's true, yeah. Though, in terms of this, their illness might possibly hinder like reaction time or their gameplay, so they might be playing worse today. But hopefully they do well. I'm thinking they'll do pretty well today.
Yeah. And there's Diabolic just solo grinding some Valorant. He is part of the varsity team who did win in a pretty spectacular fashion this week. So make sure you're also staying tuned for Valorant as well. A lot of our games are looking pretty good. Like a lot of our teams have that like positive record
Yeah.
that they're sitting on, and there's a lot of chances for a lot of our teams to make playoffs. And a couple of them already have, just like a Rocket League team.
Yeah, nice. Unfortunately, our JV Rocket League team hasn't been doing that well. Though recently they were getting swept 4-0, but recently they've broken out of that. They've been winning some games in the series. So
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
That shows some life.
they're on an upward track
Yeah.
to success.
Might not make playoffs, but it's the fun that counts. Sometimes,
Yeah.
even if your squad isn't winning, I'm remembering my 7th grade basketball days. The meme team, 0-6 on the season, but one of the funnest times of my life. I don't know. It's just so fun playing the game. Even though you lose, you can always find fun out of it. Sometimes it might be one of the best seasons. I don't know.
Yeah, and one thing I do appreciate about the Vandals in terms of team spirit is that their kind of logo is like the power of friendship, and everyone always needs to have that tag on stream when they're playing. So.
I haven't noticed that yet. That's actually awesome. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I think only one player didn't manage to get the tag, so he doesn't have that. But
darn.
I know. It's
not
sad.
full power, right?
Not
there.
the full power yet, but I mean, in terms of game-wise, the power of friendship, they've been getting those passing plays. I think the synergy I've been seeing between the Vandals thus far, I think it's only been improving. Like, they've had some off games here and there, but obviously they've won all of their series. So I think they're definitely improving as a team because they've been beating other undefeated teams. So yeah, and then they actually had a bit of a difficult series against Bethel Pilots last week because it was funny because one of the teams we went against, I think it was Mount Aloysius, they were also undefeated, but the U of I actually swept them. I think it was either a full sweep or 4-1, and then but against Bethel Pilots, who I think they had like 2 wins and 3 losses, they went to Champions Field, so 4-3. But we still prevailed. We still won. We still won.
Hey, at least it was an entertaining match. Yeah. I like entertainment matches. And it goes to show that these Vandals do still have a lot of competition, and they aren't quite out of the bushes yet.
Yeah, it was an entertaining series because I believe we won the second game, but the Bethel Pilots got up 3 games, so the series was 3-1, and then the Vandals won like the last 3 games. It was pretty intense. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Didn't they do that on another game as well?
I think so. I think it was earlier in the season. I believe it was a CCS match and not directly ECAC.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't quite remember the team that they were playing, but they've had some intense matches so far this season. They've been doing pretty well.
Yeah, and it shows that they have the clutch factor too. It's not all just like blowout wins. If the time and nerves are getting up there, the pressure is there. The Vandals have been finding a way to get out of there and closing out the series in their favor. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, the perseverance I've been seeing from them has been really good. Like with their solo plays, they're just able to keep putting those shots on goal and keep maintaining aggression. Specifically, they're able to get so many quick challenges in there. Like if one person challenges the ball and can't get it. Oh, it looks like match 1 is starting with an instant score from...
Okay, before we were even there, we were ready. Okay, Groot actually gets one right away for Rensselaer here. So, that's a fast 1-0 right there.
Yeah, it looks like Zachman is not in the match yet today. KX is instead subbing out. And now Groot is trying to protect the ball from the corner. There's a bump. but it looks like the Vandals are still maintaining possession of the ball. They're going slight midfield. Groot's got it. Oh, this could be a lineup for a double tap, but it is intercepted away. And KX is going to take it down to Jimmy. Jimmy is going to bring it towards the goal. It's knocked back into the Vandal half, but they have been seeming a little bit stronger with their aggression compared to apparently that first one goal at the very beginning. This is a pass, but it's off the crossbar.
Oh, man. Yeah, just a little bit off there. And even though KX is a sub for the Vandals, he is still a very good player. And what the times he has played has proved himself to be a very good defender and a very good player. I almost just ate my words right there. Got a bit lucky, but he is bringing it down the field. First is here to intercept it.
And it looks like KX is going to hit it. Great.
Oh, it's so close, and he misses the follow through right there.
The crossbar has been the enemy for so many teams. Oh, I thought Cow Tipper was going to score for a sec, but luckily the Vandals got back there in time. Logor challenges Groot, gets it over to Cow Tipper, who I think he got a bit of a mistouch right there, but he's carrying it center. Logor gets there first. He's trying to push it downfield, but it's been in the Vandals' half for about the past 30 seconds, and if they want to get a goal, they need to get possession of that ball, and they need to get it downfield. First is taking it in. Jimmy has it taken care of. He's going to try to move it downfield there, but Cow Tipper just gets it around them. This is a chance for the Vandals. They're on... Okay, never mind. They're not on the offensive side anymore. They're just making me eat my words, apparently. Logor, oop, a bump means he can't catch up with that ball. Jimmy tries to get there, but he's not quite fast enough. KX doesn't really have the boost, but he gets the stuff. That was a great read from KX there.
Yeah, something I've been noticing Rensselaer doing a decent amount is sending all three on offense, and then also missing a couple open shots. This score could be a bit higher if those shots were just on point for Rensselaer, but it is still game number 1, so they're still warming up the shooting patterns here. Vandals need to try and show some offensive pressure right here. KX with a bit of a demo.
Yeah, they're currently struggling in their own half, but Jimmy might have something to say about that as he gets it center.
Oh,
but KX,
no.
Oh, and Logor can't follow it up in time. There are just too many defenders from Rensselaer, and Rensselaer's mascot is the Engineers, by the way. So, a bit of an interesting mascot.
Yeah, very, very interesting. We were talking about that. I haven't really seen many like occupations as mascots, so that's kind of nifty.
Oh, nice!
Just like that shot and save from Logor right there, and Vandals are bringing it up the field.
Off the crossbar again. The crossbar has been both the enemy of the Vandals and Rensselaer today. We're getting lots of shots that are just off target here. Oh, this could be a chance for Rensselaer, but fortunately one of the Vandals is there. KX knocks it to the corner. Pass to Jimmy, who tries to get it around first. He doesn't succeed. Logor carrying it downfield. He can't follow it up, though. He doesn't have the boost. Groot is completely... Oh, it's a double demo.
Yeah,
oh and first scores.
Oh, okay. Somewhere in the explosion, Groot finds a way out. Oh, wait. Oh, no, first gets it. Okay. I guess we don't get to see that goal, but the goal did happen. It was a behind-the-scenes goal, all right? But it is 2-0 Vandals. Less than a minute left to score here. Not just one score, but they are needing to. This could be a chance. Bounce off the wall. Doesn't fully center it. Great defense, but Jimmy tries to get it in, but it's not the right angle. First is bringing it up the field, and that time is ticking.
Yeah, Vandals with each moment they're put. Oh, this could be a chance if Logor can stuff and get someone to follow up on that ball. I was talking at the beginning about how Vandal follow-ups have been so good. This game, they're not getting that second man there. Like, their passes aren't really connecting, which I think is the reason they're not getting some of these goals. But Jimmy might have something. Oh!
Wow.
Great save from Groot. That was a great pre-jump and a great read. This could be a final goal chance for the Vandals. Oh, nope. And Rensselaer hits it to the ground and takes the first match 2-0.
Yeah, and as you were saying just there, Idaho is struggling to get any of these passing plays on offense. I'm seeing a lot of solo plays, not a lot of passing or centering for their teammates to get shots on goals. And the times they have, like I saw 1 or 2 times where I'm seeing a Vandal zooming right next to the ball, not fully landing and being accurate with that ball. So it could be first game jitters, but let's see if that could be fixed like it usually is.
Yeah, and especially with last game, we were seeing a lot of missed shots, and especially just right off the crossbar. And normally the Vandals are a little bit more precise than that. It might just be a combination of illness and like not directly in the lab or something along those lines. But like you said, it might just be first game jitters. And I have been noticing a bit of the same problems from Rensselaer as well. Like they've had a lot of crossbar shots, and they just hate all Rocket League players today. Crossbars. They have a vendetta today, guys.
What day is it? Crossbar Thursday. It's a secret holiday.
Yeah, no. November 6th of every Thursday of the year. Little known fact, it's the day Crossbars hate Rocket League players. Yeah.
But it seems like we are going into game number 2 right away here. Yeah, something we want to see from the Vandals is just more of that offensive pressure here. And Rensselaer even trying to clean up some of their shots on goals because they had a lot of opportunities here. But we'll see how this all unfolds in this map. So far, nothing crazy has happens here.
Jimmy gets the ball away from a bit of a danger spot for the Vandals there. Cowtipper has a bit of a mistouch. Allows Logor to get the demo, and Vandals have possession. KX is a little awkward with the 50-50. Jimmy takes it down. Groot's there to stop it, but Logor brings it back to the side of Rensselaer. A good demo kind of interrupts their offense, but there's a Vandal right behind, and it looks like their follow-ups have been better so far in the first minute of this game. So maybe they just kind of identified that that was an area they might need to improve, because it does look like they are improving in this match. And I mean, there's no first 10-second goal from Rensselaer. A pass to KX, who almost puts it in, but Groot has a nice save. Kind of goes right to him, and then Logor knocking it back to the side of Rensselaer after a save of his own. And Jimmy tries to get the 50, but he can't get the dunk. He's going to try to push it. Oh, nope, goes to Logor, goes to KX. It's off the backboard, but first knocks it to the side. We've been getting some good defense on the side.
Oh, no, not the crossbar. Crossbar Thursday. Oh, you hate to see it. That was a goal Idaho really wanted right there.
Oh, that was so close on the part of Jimmy, and now...
Oh my gosh. These goals are... It's just magnets on these crossbars right here. The ball is only hitting it. Oh, this could be opportunity. Gets past Logor.
But the crossbar!
Oh my gosh.
Great save from KX, and that was a great save from Logor too, getting back in time. Everyone is kind of awkward with the ball right now.
Yeah, there's 4 players on each team, and one of them is the crossbar.
Yeah. No, the crossbar's been coming in clutch.
No. Maybe that was the lack of boost right there, not causing it, but this defense from Idaho is going to set up opportunity.
Yeah, it's been both strangely sloppy and miraculous. Like, they've been bumping into each other, but there's always a player to catch those saves. And now it looks like KX is going to try to go upfield, but first he's got it, knocks it over to the corner. Jimmy has a 50-50, doesn't quite go his way. Cowtipper's going to go off the ceiling. Groot gets it, but KX is going to knock it downfield. He gets the musty off the backboard.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. He's doing this with 0 boost and can't quite get it anywhere. No teammates to try and follow up. All of Idaho is on this defender side, so they're going to try and develop a play here. Bounces it off the wall.
Nice back touch from Jimmy there. And it looks like KX is going to take over from Logor. And now it's Logor's turn, and he's gonna try to carry the ball upfield. KX has got it, but he has no boost. He can't quite hit that ball. And now Jimmy's gonna pass it down center, but Cow Tipper knocks it away. Great gamer tag, by the way.
Yeah, a game and a half so far for Vandals, and they do not have a single goal. This is quite unlike what we have been seeing from them. So maybe this defense is just one of the better defenses they've gone against. But for the most part, it just seems like they don't really have the synergy right now. Any of these passing plays. 1 minute remaining. Score is still 0-0. Big slugfest right now.
Yeah, that was a great read from first there. We saw a passing play from the Vandals there, but it just wasn't able to connect that time or get a shot on target. It was intercepted. Jimmy knocks the ball away. That's a good clear for the Vandals. Cow Tipper knocks the center, but KX knocks it up, gets a pass to Jimmy. KX tries to hit it, but the defense is there. But it is a double commit, so we're going to see if Rensselaer can recover. Jimmy with some mechanical magic can't quite get it on target there. He's trying again, but the 50 doesn't go his way, and it's back on the half of the Vandals. Logor tries to get something out of this, but he can't quite do it. KX is there to take it over. Oh, but he's demoed, leaving the ball for first. He's going to try to carry it in, and he demos Jimmy!
Oh, man, gets the demo.
Oh, the feared air dribble demo. Jimmy in the chat says new server.
New server after the game. That's a really funny call out right there. But with only 7 seconds here, it's going to be very hard for Vandals. They only have one opportunity to try and make this. They're trying to keep this ball in the air. They're fighting for it. And as they do, first gets the second goal. There's the goals in the last 10 seconds of the game. But Idaho is going to go down 0-2.
Yeah.
Recent weeks, they have had a bit of a slower start, I've noticed, in games. And then they like try and heat up, especially the closer matches. But we'll see if that's going to be the case this week. It seems like they are going to try and reset this lobby a bit, change those servers up.
Yeah, I mean, technical difficulties, you have to have them with Rocket League. But yeah, it looks like, because if they play on a server on the West Coast instead of, I believe Rensselaer is on the East Coast somewhere, but like if you play on a West Coast server, the West Coast team inevitably gets a better performance and less lag, and same for the East server. So I don't know which one they were playing on, but if Jimmy's requesting a new server, he was probably getting some lag there. But that demo has to hurt. I mean, because he was going to get the save too. He was just, I mean, the air dribble demo is a classic play for 1v1s especially. Like if it's just you versus someone else, if you can get that ball careening towards the goal and then go past it and have enough momentum to just slam that player out of the way, it's...
Yeah, that's the first time I've like seen it in action. And
it's so effective.
It looked effective. It definitely did. Poor Jimmy.
Poor Jimmy.
But both teams had some pretty good defense, but I'd say like the main thing is both teams aren't being the greatest at offense.
Yeah.
Rensselaer having a couple plays, but even then they don't seem that crazy. It just seems like a couple mistakes here and there.
Yeah, like we haven't been seeing very many passing plays in general. Like paying attention to Rensselaer, the way they get these goals, they'll have these moments where they'll pull out these demos and they will get these shots, but it's not consistent. Like they aren't trying to do this throughout the game, so it's difficult to tell whether it's specific strategy or kind of just we're going to do this because we were faced with this scenario sort of thing. And the Vandals, they've been trying to connect their plays, and I noticed more passes this time around, but Rensselaer, they were reading them pretty well, and there were a lot of pre-jumps and a lot of great saves on the side of Rensselaer.
I know, it seems like they were just jumping in front of all the passing plays. This could be a quick goal right here. Oh, it does get past him, but it doesn't go in line of the goal.
Double save on the side of the Vandals. Some nice rotations there. Groot. KX demos him, leaving a chance for the Vandals. This could be dangerous, but Logor knocks it out of the way. That was good shadow defense from Logor there. KX first gets there first, but luckily it's stuffed away by one of the Vandals. The ball goes all the way downfield. Cowtipper gets there first, but Logor is there to follow it up. He's heading down, maybe looking for the center read, but first is there. KX dives for the ball, just barely knocks it over there. This could be in the Vandal net, but KX knocks it away and interrupts Groot's shot. Jimmy off the wall to KX, but KX doesn't connect, unfortunately. A lack of boost or just possible last-minute pass sort of thing. Groot tries to do something with the play. He can't quite get it. Jimmy knocks it downfield. Cowtipper's there. Easy save for him. Groot also manages to get a save in there. He's going to try to knock it downfield. KX has control now. He's taking it off the corner. Another Musty. He likes those Musties. And
oh, man, that was a great save from first. But, hey, that was very good signs of offense for Idaho right there. That was a great play execute. Just really good defense right here. Now it's Rensselaer's turn to try and turn up something on offense. Logor is...
Bit of an awkward position there from Logor, but KX takes it over now. He tries to get it center. First is going to connect with it first, though.
Oh, that
Jimmy,
was...
off the crossbar again.
They're all three there. All the Vandals are away from goal. And was that like a miscommunication right there? I thought Logor was going to go for like that ball before this.
Yeah.
But it just seems like he thought one of his other teammates were going to get that.
Some very awkward defense on the side of the Vandals. But now Jimmy's streaking up. He has the boost. He tries to get it center, tries to get a demo, but he isn't there. Now there are no Vandals back in net. So, oh, never mind. Logor zoomed back there. I just barely got back there in time. But if you're Idaho right now, you might be worried about overcommitting because you need this game. Reverse sweeps are possible, but they are hard, especially the psychology involved with reverse sweeps. And we're seeing some more awkward U-Idaho defense, especially because everyone's low on boost right now. Logor, he hits it center. First is there to kind of save it away. Bit awkward on Rensselaer's side, but they've got it. Logor kind of hits it center. Oh, a whiff from Groot. And Jimmy is going to bounce it off the corner there. A whiff that doesn't go anywhere because there isn't a Vandal to follow it up, unfortunately. And, oh, KX has a booming shot downfield. Tries to get the double tap off the wall, but he can't quite get it there. Jimmy prevents first from going all the way downfield and running away with it there. And now he's got control of the ball. He's moving it down.
Okay, here's some mechanics right here. Jimmy starting to cook something up. The Vandals are here to follow it up.
Oh!
Some great defense on the side of Rensselaer. They're popping it up again. Vandals keep trying to center it here, but Rensselaer's just going in between those passing lanes and goal shot attempts right there. Some immaculate defensive play from Rensselaer and trying to get some more offense in there.
That was a good intercept from Jimmy right there. And maybe he's just vengeful about that one demo. He has to interrupt everyone else here. Now it looks like that was almost a little dangerous for Rensselaer if they hadn't had first back there. And first manages to intercept the Vandal there. Groot's going to carry it downfield. Jimmy has control now, but Groot's going to try to steal it away from him. KX is a little awkward, but oh! Jimmy broke out of Rule 1! And another double commit on the Vandals. Jimmy, okay, for those of you who don't know, Rule 1 is a sacred rule in Rocket League. Where if two cars run into each other and like get stuck in the sense they're both going forward, you can't break it. Like you can't backflip, you can't get out of it. And it's just a sacred rule. If Jimmy broke it. And
how dare you, Jimmy?
It's bad karma for him now.
Oh, no. I mean, it's been pretty bad karma already. I guess not. It could be good karma. Maybe that's what... Maybe we need to break a couple rules in order to get a goal right here. But, both those defenders were trying to go for that ball, leaving just an open goal for Logor. And now it's tied up. Idaho got their first points of the series. Let's see if this is enough to light a spark in their offense.
Yeah, if they got like just enough, like if they broke that kind of psychological, like we can't really get goals, like the struggle with getting no goals in the series can be challenging. Oh, it looks like KX demoed Cow Tipper, but the University of Idaho wasn't able to get anything out of it. We'll see if they can now. Logor might just hit this to the ground because it's on the Vandals side. It looks like Jimmy's going to try to pass it to KX, but KX hits it to the ground, and it's overtime in game 3. And for the University of Idaho's first goal. Now Groot is going to carry it downfield here. He's going to take it off the corner. Oh, a demo comes through, and there's bumps all over the place, but the Vandals still manage to pull through and get it to their side. But first knocks it back away. We've been seeing a lot of aggression and control from, it is in!
And it's first once again. He's been getting a couple nice goals from Rensselaer, and it does bring them up to 3-0 on the series. Just a little bit of a miscalculation in defense right there. But man, so far throughout these first 3 games, Rensselaer's defense has been pretty darn good. The rotations and communication between them. There's been a couple of double commits, but when there's that many shot attempts, that's going to happen. Overall, their defense has been crazy, and for a defensive-sided battle between these two teams, Rensselaer has definitely gone up on top so far.
Yeah, and we're getting a bit of action from the chat. Leaf SSX says, "Wait, the casters also Leaf goated." I agree. It's a great tag. And my goats come back 4-2 trust. It would have to be 4-3 trust now, but
yeah, we'll just update that.
We've also got a Cow Tipper and an RPI fan in the chat, so nice to see people are coming and watching our stream from RPI. So thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone's welcome to support these streams and have a fun time with us watching some awesome Rocket League. Who doesn't love some good old Rocket League action? And the underdogs so far are currently beating
University of Idaho.
The Power
the
Dogs.
Yeah.
Wait, what's opposite underdog? The Overdog?
The best ones. We're the best ones, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But Vandals have been in this position before. They could try and go for this reverse sweep. It would be kind of crazy if they did, but we'll just have to see how it turns out.
Oh, that was almost a goal from KX there. Bit of a fake up, and now Groot's carrying. He's kind of knocked out of the way. His double tap is interrupted. KX carrying. He has no boost, but he flicks it over a few of them. First is back there to save it away. And Jimmy is going to knock it to the corner. More aggression from the Vandals thus far, though they haven't been able to truly get one in the back of the net. Logor might have something to say about that. First is there. First is always there first. It's clearly a trademark of his tag. He earned it. So.
I know, he's a speedy guy. Him and that old car of his. Vandals doing a good job this time at just keeping the ball on Rensselaer's side. That's something that has changed previous to the other 3 games. Surely if you take a lot of shots, surely one of them will go on in no matter how great the defense is.
Yeah, and looks like Jimmy, that wasn't the best 50, but Logor's got it. He's taking it upfield. Jimmy can't quite catch up with it in time. He doesn't have enough boost. First is going to send it towards the net, but University of Idaho players are there, but everyone is low on boost at this point. Even Rensselaer, if they can just, but Rensselaer has more boost, so they're a little bit good. Oh, first gets it past them again.
And that right there was an incredible setup, something we haven't seen a ton so far this series, but a great center and a direct hit from first right there, flying in from midfield.
Yeah, bottom left corner, great placement. Jimmy just couldn't quite get there in time. He had the momentum, but he just didn't have the timing. And Now, Kix will get it around 1. He can't get it around first. Jimmy intercepts him. He tries to pass it down center, but there aren't really any Vandals there, so Jimmy's just kind of doing it by himself. He's getting it past, getting it past a lot of players, though, and now he's knocking it center. Oh, he almost gets the play all by himself, and Logor finishes it off.
Okay, he's like, that was too clean for that not to be a goal. Logor
I know.
gets it right in there after Jimmy's immaculate dribbling skills going down the field, and man, Vandals tie it up.
Yeah, Jimmy's been doing really well this game, and it looks like, oh, nope, no challenge from the Vandals there, but Logor is there. He has the boost. He's going to knock it probably off the corner. KX is there to follow it up. It bounces back, but he can't quite get it on target. Looks like he's still going to pursue the ball
He's
here.
hit it 3 times in a row now. He's playing pass to himself. Hopefully it's passed to one of his oh wait, it's something.
It looks like one of the players from the team. It looks like everyone's just kind of struggling right now. It's hard to tell.
I think they're discussing something in chat. Restart.
Okay. Yeah, possibly.
Guys.
Yeah, I think they're just restarting. Maybe some technical difficulties here. Hard to tell.
Yeah, I saw someone complain in the chat right there about something with the number 4. Like they were saying there was like 4 of you or something.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Crazy. Maybe they're seeing ghosts. Maybe the cards are going so fast there's ghosts and they got scared. Maybe yeah, it's saying you had 4. So wait, it was 1-0 when you had 4. Okay, so they're discussing the score. They could take away a point from Idaho.
Maybe. That would certainly be unfortunate. I don't think that goal counts, though. Maybe they're just, yeah, because they're all talking about glitches and stuff like that and restarting the entire match, potentially. So this could be another chance for Idaho that they're just kind of playing it. Oh. Everyone's just, everyone's leaving. Everyone's leaving the lobby now. And it does look like it's going to be a full restart of the match there. And everyone's just having fun now and demoing each other. Nice save from Jimmy. Doesn't necessarily mean something, but
it's this match just for fun now?
Yeah, I doubt that they're going to continue this match. It looks like Logor is completely gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're probably going to play out this right now and then do like a real official match right after this. It does suck to have technical issues. I don't even know what the bug.
Zachman's here now. Maybe he's gonna. Maybe that was him. He just like randomly joined. And
oh wait, maybe
that would be funny. That would be funny.
That is what it is. In the chat, they're like, you had 4, and I think because Zachman joined the game. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh.
Interesting. There's new developments,
I
guys.
have never seen this before. Oh, man.
Yeah,
how does that even happen?
Yeah, this series has just been interesting so far. And, I mean, we'll see who's there next game. Zachman's here now. Logor disappeared. So, there's definitely, I think we're just going to have a match for restart after this. So, University of Idaho has another chance to get some goals and stuff. Though, even in kind of this joking little play, Rensselaer, they've been having some great defense. Obviously, they got 2 goals. So, it's going to be really hard for the U of I to top this and to get that reverse sweep. Though, it looks like they might have an open net now. And they do!
Bang! All right, Jimmy! Okay, getting goal. We're not sure what to think anymore.
Yeah. Open net from Rensselaer. That's rare.
They might have to play it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So our esports manager is talking to the ECAC admins about if the game has to be played out or if we can restart.
I think we're restarting anyway, but we don't know if... Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore, but they might not have had to potentially play out that entire game before restarting. So hopefully we'll get a game 4. I don't think that counted as a Rensselaer win.
I really hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
That would suck and be a little
Yeah,
anticlimactic.
it would be
but
anticlimactic. It would be. I wouldn't stand for it. I don't think anyone would stand for it. Maybe
I
not
wouldn't.
even the
I'd
players of
sit for it.
Rensselaer.
I would never stand for it though.
Yeah. And I think so. We are having some technical difficulties on that end. I'm not entirely sure what's happening with the players either. I'm really curious to see what happens with Zach Man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I didn't know you can just join like a 3-on-3 lobby and
I
it be
don't know
4
if you
players.
can. Is the thing, though. It might have been if there's a private Rocket League chat between the varsity players. Who knows? If Zach Man
Yeah.
might have just like popped in and joined. That would be funny.
Or maybe
But-
he like swapped the place of Logor mid
Yeah.
match.
Possibly. It's difficult to tell. So, yeah, and then I think I saw Logor just disappear mid-match, but it was you could definitely tell that things got a little less intense as soon as
Yeah,
happened.
that kind of just ruined the whole vibe right there. It's
I
going to be
know.
a crazy reverse sweep opportunity for Idaho. They just got that goal, and then all of a sudden they're saying you had 4. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I hope they don't take away U of I's goal though, because that was mechanical magic from Jimmy. Like that was
It
some
was.
beautiful teamwork.
Yeah, I just don't know if all the players were playing at that time.
Yeah, it's hard to say though. I still love the way Jimmy, like from a player standpoint, how Jimmy kind of just like got on the other side of the ball and kind of like danced it across the net and gave that opportunity for Logor to just come in, slam it into net. So
Yeah. Jimmy's had a couple plays this series where
Yeah.
he's like dribbling up the field with some like very good mechanics and,
Yeah, he's
and some
been-
great ball control.
yeah, these last few matches he's been on fire. Like he's been playing pretty well. And I think today one of the main lacking traits for the Vandals, like they've had a few missed touches, but their main issue is they're not connecting and that second man isn't always following up. Though we'll see if Zachman ends up subbing out KX and if that kind of shifts their dynamic. I mean, I don't want to blame KX, like it's probably not his fault, but it might just be kind of maybe they hadn't practiced together or warmed up before the match, so they're a little bit rough, maybe a little bit lack of communications as well, being in different places. So
Yeah, you never know. And man, I am so curious to see what the ruling of this is. I wonder what the rule even says.
Yeah.
Blitzmaster in chat says, I think the rules say you got to play it out. So
Yeah,
I don't know if this is true. It could be just
Yeah.
a random man on the internet telling me things, but
we're getting an update. Hang on.
okay.
Oh, interesting.
Want to break that down for them?
All right. So
Okay.
apparently there was a bug mid-game that if it's proved significant enough, they would have to we're just going to completely restart the match, and if it's not, they're going to just keep that score. And I'm pretty sure the score is 1-1 because I think everything that happened after was a little bit uncertain, like players were switching out and changing. So I don't think that counts as a win for Rensselaer. I think it's probably just they keep the 1-1 score and the time in the match and then kind of redo everything after. Yeah, and I think it's going to be a full game reset, according to the tech people. Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay. We did just get word that we are going to end the stream shortly here. But, yeah, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, the bug doesn't sound like it's going to be fixed anytime soon, sadly, so we might leave for a bit and then come back, maybe.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to take a while. But maybe to speed things up, they need something
Maybe.
fast. Something
Yeah.
fast and something really cheap and something awesome and something really good. Ziply Fiber Internet, baby. Yeah, super cheap plans for college students. If you go to ziplyfiber.com/students and use code students at discounts, there's plans as low as $10 a month for super fast internet. And if you want to run fast in real life and have a lot of energy and do like 6 laps around the field and be awesome and feel like you're in Rocket League, Monster Energy is the drink for you guys. Super tasty, keeps you energized. It's a great drink. I was drinking some last night studying for my exam, and guess what? I aced it. I think. I hope. But
We all hope. College is stressful, guys.
yeah, but that is gonna be it. A bit of a mystery ending. Sorry for all that. Just
Yeah.
rules, garbage like that.
Yeah, no. So a bit of a mishap here. Hopefully it'll all get resolved. Hopefully the stream continues. I mean, I would think it does, but we might just Okay. Yeah, so we're going to completely end it, I guess.
Yeah, I completely end it. Sorry, guys. We'll update you either tomorrow on the next stream or next week. But thank you all for tuning in. And
Yeah.
Vandals are making playoffs anyway. So
Yeah, it
that's a
doesn't matter.
good sign.
Doesn't matter. So we hope we'll see you guys next Thursday as well. Thank you, guys.
See you.